Now, it's good that you mentioned this. Now, do you think the Spanish side that you watched that was able to take out Portugal? Do you think that Spanish side can stop France? That's number one. Number two, do you think me and you we talk outside the show, and I said something to you. I don't know if you remember that Roberto Martinez is a problem for this Portuguese side.
Yes,
I think when Roberto Martinez was Belgium, and correct me if I'm wrong, when Roberto Martinez was Belgium, he only shined because he has an assistant, and that assistant was Thierry Henry. It's more like you buying a car and not having the manual. Portugal, they hired Martinez without the manual, which is Henry. Do you think Martinez actually, damaged the dream of Ronaldo winning the World Cup? Because I think that team was very good. You have a back-to-back Champions League winner. They have one of the best midfield in the world. None of those three guys in the midfield, they will stroll in any team and get a shirt. Suddenly under a Roberto Martinez, they cannot produce. What do you make of that?
So let's talk about the Spanish. Let me take you up on the Spanish team, because that Portugal team, that one we are coming. Now, when you watch Spain play, I was thinking about it on my way home this morning. I was thinking about it. I'm like, this Spain team, I don't see them. I feel like they will be, if they ever get to win this World Cup, they will be the most underwhelming winners. Most underwhelming. But one thing I have noticed, or one thing I'm beginning to notice, is that it feels as though they are playing to the level of opponents. They are playing to the, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm just saying that if they are playing against a, what's it called now? And I'll give you examples. A DR Congo side, for instance, now, if they are playing, they played against, which African team did they play with in the first? I think it was Cape Verde.
Cape Verde. They drew Cape Verde.
Now, let me tell you something, right? The reason why they were not able to surpass Cape Verde or do all of that is because, for instance, now, me personally, I think that it was the coach's wrong tactics from the beginning. The formation was wrong. You do not bench a Lamine Yamal or a Nico Williams if they are fit against Cape Verde. What you should have done is what he did in the second match. Bring them on. Let them play the first 45 minutes. When you finish playing the first 45 minutes, take them out. Let me tell you something. It's easy when a team defends up until the 80th minute, the 70th minute, and you've not broken them down. They know very well that they have a chance of winning or even getting something from that match. But if they defend for the first 15 minutes, or even after, or even before the hydration break, they defend till the end of the hydration break, and then after the hydration break, you're able to break them down, something shifts. But Spain were not able to do that against Cape Verde. They were unable to do that. Now, against the second match that they played, right, they were able to get the win because Lamine Yamal came on, did what he is expected to do, and left. That's what we're saying, right? Now, this Spanish team, I have said that they look like a team that will play to the level of their opponents. So, they face a Portugal side who, to be honest, did not give us anything to work with. The match was boring. They did not. You would have expected, even the Nations League final that they played was way better.
But there was no Rodri and Lamine Yamal in that team.
End to end, both teams. Come on. This particular one that we watched, it was an ISO. It was an ISO of a performance from both of them. It was an ISO of a performance. And that's why I said that this Spanish team, they look like a team that can, that can play to your level. Now, here's the difference between the Spanish team and the Portuguese team. The quality of players on the bench for both teams, you can tell the difference.
Well, why do you say so?
Mikel Merino, I'm not surprised that he was the one who scored that ball. I'm not surprised. He's my boy. And when we needed a striker, he stepped up. And that's the same thing that he has been doing so far. Mikel Merino is the type of player that you deploy as your joker card. You know the joker card. You know that once he comes in, if If Merino does not score, if he does not get an assist, you know what he will do? He will kill the tempo of the match in the midfield. He will kill it. He will not allow you to do anything dangerous. That's why some people will complain that he falls down a lot or he gets fouls too much. That's exactly what he's meant to do. Exactly what he's meant to do. So when you want to deploy a Merino, if you are not deploying him as a false nine, deploy him in that defensive midfielder role so that he can kill the game for you and ensure that your opponent does not do the damage against you. And we saw it in the match against Portugal. He came on and look at that finishing. Look at that finishing. How many strikers can finish like that? Even Messi missed that same ball. Messi missed it against Cape Verde. Messi missed it against Cape Verde.
True.
How many players can finish like that? That's a Mikel Merino. So this Spanish team, they are going up against Belgium. They're going up against Belgium. And again, as I said, they will play to, you see what I'm saying? They will play to that level of Belgium. They will play to that level of Belgium. If Belgium tries as much as possible to play well, come and see the Spanish team. You have to get so you people can play like this. Is it not the same Belgium team that defeated USA 4-1? Even though we saw 2 errors from USA. But look at the style of play that they played in that match against USA. They played well. Now to Portugal. It's fine to mention that, Roberto Martinez, he did not live up to the expectations and whatnot. And I know that, quite a number of us have already had that mindset of, he destroyed Belgium's golden generation. But the funny truth about that is that even that Belgium's golden generation, to be honest, they were nothing before Roberto Martinez came into the picture. With Roberto Martinez, they got into the semi-finals of the World Cup. I think they were third at some point. So, to an extent, he delivered. Because before him, they were nowhere near that level.
Well,
nowhere near.
86 World Cup with Hugo Bruce as one of the oldest defender. They got to the semi-final. Mexico 86. The Belgian side at that particular time, they were number 3 in the world for almost 3-4 years. They were one of the top 3 teams in the world. So how do you handle that kind of team and they underachieve, especially in Europe and also at the World Cup? That team was supposed to go on and win. And since the departure of Henry from Martinez, I don't think we've seen a very potent attack the way that Belgian team was. So I might be wrong, but for me, in that particular game against Spain, Ronaldo was not contributing in that particular game because of those playing behind him. He was not getting the balls. I would have expected him to bring in a Goncalo Ramos so that Goncalo Ramos can also contribute in terms of defending. Ronaldo cannot do that anymore. He's not getting the ball. He's practically useless.
I'm getting there. So here's the thing. You mentioned Belgium in 86, right? But why don't you see talks about Belgium in recent footballing years? You don't talk. Nobody mentions Belgium in recent footballing years. No, nobody does. You want to mention teams that are in, you don't mention Belgium. That's why I'm saying that even though we can kick Roberto Martinez and say, you did not do well with the Belgium generation and all of that. But okay, he has left. What has Belgium done? Were they not in the Nations League? What did they do?
Well, that's true.
Were they not in the last Euros? What did they do? He has left. So what did they do?
That's true.
You can pick him up, but then the records are still there for us to see. Okay, he has left. What exactly did you guys achieve? This same Roberto Martinez was the one that won the Nations League with Portugal last year. So what are we saying?
That's true. That's true.
We can. That's the thing with football, right? These things are always there for us to see. Now, my own issue is not even. I know that people have mentioned Roberto Martinez. I am inclined to, move towards that same thought process. But this is why I am not moving to that thought process.
Why?
Which player did Roberto Martinez put on that pitch that's not supposed to be there? None.
But a lot of people will argue that Goncalo Ramos came in the last game. He scored. Ronaldo in this particular game was not contributing. Why not take him off?
No, I'm not even talking about Portugal, Spain. I'm talking about the old Portuguese tournament.
Tournament that they
had.
Okay.
We complained about Bernardo Silva in the first match.
True.
He did not start Bernardo Silva again.
True.
He did not.
True.
He started using the Pedro Neto, and they brought on Joao Felix and Rafael. You know, Joao Felix and Rafael, do your damage, then Pedro Neto do your thing. Do you understand? He takes out a Pedro Neto, he brings on a Conceição. Now, yes, look at this now. For instance, are you telling me my own issue with the Portuguese team is? Are you telling me that a midfield trio of Joao Neves, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, not one of these players can step up and say, I want to lift my team to victory? Not to go. Is that what you are saying?
But that's true.
We want to say that. Some people have this mind. You know, they say, "Oh, Vitinha, he has to control the tempo. He has to control the tempo." That's fine. He did that, passing sideways, ensuring that the team still gets possession of the ball of those things. But Vitinha in PSG was still playing shots. Vitinha in PSG played shots. Vitinha in Portugal did not play any shots.
True. No shot at all.
He felt as if he was afraid of moving the ball forward to take risk or moving the ball forward. Not once. What is going? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that yes, Robert Martinez might have his own share of the blame, right? But what about this set of players? Now, this is the funny thing, Mr. Mama. This is the funny thing. This particular set of players, this is their prime.
Yes.
This is their prime.
Yeah. That's true.
Can you imagine Cristiano Ronaldo in his prime? He has this set of players. Even when he did not have this quote unquote quality of players, we know what Portugal was doing. When Cristiano, we know.
True.
Quaresma, Joasimão, Moutinho, Pepe, Fonte,
even a little bit of Deco.
Rupert. We know what these people were doing. We know. So how do you have this caliber of players? Come on now. Come on. Again, as I said, it's easy to say that. And this is not me, you know. I'm also going to make mention of Cristiano Ronaldo because I think that Goncalo Ramos should have come on in that match against Spain early enough. Bring him on like 75 minutes. He should have come on in that match and should have come on to try as much as possible. Because tell me why you took out. I can't even remember now. Roberto Martinez took out midfielders and then he brought on Diogo Dalot. Was Diogo Dalot supposed to come and play the midfield for you, or what exactly were you thinking? You already have Semedo. You have Joao Cancelo. Then you now brought on Diogo Dalot to come and play where? So where exactly was Diogo Dalot supposed to play? You already have Cancelo in the right back. You have Semedo in the left back. Where exactly was Diogo Dalot supposed to come and play for you? So take out these players, bring on Goncalo Ramos. Goncalo Ramos can always do the runs that Ronaldo cannot do anymore.
True.
But you need Ronaldo on the pitch, not just because it might be his last game, but because we know that if you need a clutch player, if giving the ball, it is Cristiano Ronaldo that can get it done. That's what we're saying.
True.
Now, you want to talk about Ronaldo not being able to perform very well in this particular tournament, but I tell you to a large extent, Ronaldo did that which is expected of him. Mr. Mawa, again, watch the replays. Watch the replays. Passes that Ronaldo should have gotten. This guy kept making the runs behind defenders. That's exactly what Ronaldo is supposed to do. Make the runs behind defenders.
I mean, the game against Spain, to be honest with you, I was a bit alarmed. There were times that a lot of people said Ronaldo had 12 passes in that particular game, 10 of them were backward passes and just like. But the question is this: Ronaldo is 41. He cannot do that long run again. When he has the ball, who is coming out to support him? Where is Vitinha? Where is Bruno Fernandes to move forward? Where are they? They were nowhere.
Where is Rafael? Where is Pedro Neto? That's what we're saying. All of these players, all of them, they are dying. All of them. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to argue with those type of people that say those type of things because it's obvious that you can. Let me tell you something. Cristiano Ronaldo, when he was 30, 31, 32, even 35, you would not have said this thing that you are saying. You would not have said this thing that you are saying because he would have played it by himself. That's what we see. That's what you would have seen with Cristiano Ronaldo. He did it at Juventus. He did at Juventus, you have seen it. There were instances where Ronaldo was supposed to play shots in that match. And in my head, I just knew that this man is already, age finally has caught up with him. I am a
True.
Ronaldo stan. I love Ronaldo. I can tell you for a fact that age has caught up with Cristiano Ronaldo. Age has caught up with Cristiano Ronaldo. There are some dribbles that you know that Cristiano Ronaldo would make normally. Normally, you will know that because someone know. Pardon my Spanish. You dare not. You dare not. But now this and that's what you see. This is what everybody has been saying from the first match, right? Play for this guy. Play for your team. Play. How can the best player
but let me ask you, do you think there was a revolt from the boys, from the guys, to ensure that they get rid of Ronaldo? Because I mean, apart from the game against Uzbekistan, yes, the first game, I was one of those that criticized Ronaldo for being selfish. In the second game, he shared the love around. He was not selfish. Even one free kick that I can't remember the name. Is it not Mendes that Mendes scored? He allowed him to play the free kick. He gave them room to do and the rest of that. We saw the unity. Then the third game, this switch happened again against Croatia. Apart from the penalty, they struggled in that particular game. And against Spain, nobody was playing for him. He was just isolated.
Okay, so if you say that Ronaldo was selfish in the first match, what about the other matches? And again, the selfishness you are talking about, I kid you not, it's not even selfishness because this is expected. It's what is about. Apart from the fact that he's Ronaldo, it's like expecting a striker to see a goal and tell you not to score because if you pass to it, it's a lie. Nobody does it. Even Lionel Messi, the king of humility, the humble king that they will do, is a lie. Lionel Messi will still play the free kick. He will still play the penalty. He will still miss. He will still miss. Why is nobody talking about that? That humble gimmick that we are saying Ronaldo is not humble, Ronaldo is arrogant or he's selfish. What? Messi will play all the corner. Messi will play all the free kick. Messi, which free kick did Messi give any of his teammates?
I know, but the thing is this: if you win games, nobody will criticize you. If you don't win, that's why they start picking fault.
But he lost penalties. But he lost free kicks too.
True.
Even the one that he kicked to Kevin to Vozinha, when Vozinha was not yet set safe, he still missed it. But nobody is talking about it. That's the problem. That's the problem.
That's true.
That's the thing. Now, my own is, Mr. Maiwa, if you watch the matches that we just mentioned for Portugal, right, you can tell that these players did not step up. That's the problem. Now, if you say that there's a vote, because that's the question you asked, if you say that
you vote against him, you vote against him.
I can tell you for a fact that I don't think that's what happened. I don't think that's what happened.
Okay.
But of course, there are talks like that. There are talks like that. Now, if that is what happened, I say I don't think so. But if that is what happened, then the players are not serious. They're not serious. I'll give you why. How old is Bruno Fernandes? He's 31.
That's why, that's true.
Yes, in the next 4 years, he'll be around 35.
Well, will you still be part of the team?
Man, you will not win any trophy. Man, they will not win any Premier League trophy.
Ewo le pe kí ló kọ́ máa yù pẹ̀lú Portugal.
No, you see, wait, I'm going to wait. You see, in the next 4 years, this Bruno Fernandes that we are seeing, is it the same Bruno Fernandes that we will see?
No, definitely not.
Vitinha, we can mention them. Ruben Dias will not even be there again. I don't think Ruben Dias will be there again in the next 4 years. Except you want to be a Pepe. Quite a number of them at that time, they will still. João Neves, of course, should still be playing. Vitinha should still play. I still expect those ones to still play. Right? Conceição should still play. All of those should still play. But Rafael Leão should still be playing. You still be playing. But what makes you think that you will be a football powerhouse in the next 4 years? Enough to win the World Cup. Who exactly do you want to bring up? Who do you want to bring up? Watch the teams that have won the World Cup. Just watch the teams that have won the World Cup. Let's not even go too far. Let's just use 2002 till now. It's not far. It's not far at all. It's not far at all. In 2002, Brazil had Delima Ronaldo. You cannot. There's no way. There's no way you want to play football. You don't think of Delima Ronaldo. Even Germany had Oliver Kahn. Germany that was second. They had Oliver Kahn. In 1998, France had Zidane, Deschamps, Thierry Henry. Look at in 2006. In 2006, Italy. Do you know that? Is it Luca Toni or
Luca Toni?
The coach went to the hospital because I watched the documentary. The coach and told him that, Oga, even if it is 30% chance that you are playing for me.
True.
Because they know what they have. That same 2006. Why do you think France believed they could win the World Cup? Because of Zidane. It was because of Zidane.
And Zidane knocked out Brazil in that quarterfinal. He was very exceptional in that game.
One of the best individual performances ever.
Yes.
Ever. In the history of
the World Cup.
Ever.
Yes.
That was Zinedine Zidane. You have that type of player. In 2010, look at the Spanish team. They played as a unit.
True.
I'm telling you the difference. They played as a unit. Because tell me why Iniesta is the one that got the winning goal when there was a David Villa. Why was Fabregas the one that made such pass? There was a Fernando Torres. They played as a unit. In 2014, Germany also played as a unit. That's what we're saying. Play as a unit. You do not see one standout player and see that this is the one person that no, play as a team. Play as a team. Play as a team. In 2018, okay, we have the standout Kylian Mbappe, but there was Pogba, there was Kante.
And there was a Giroud. And there was a Giroud that was very instrumental.
Here's the funny thing. There was Griezmann. Here's the funny thing.
Yeah, true.
Giroud might not even give you goals. But you see, area threats, holding up defenders. That is why he was starting every match. That's what was starting.
He didn't score. He didn't score, but he was instrumental.
They will see a player, they will say, he is starting every match. When Belgium did that comeback against Japan, I think it was in 2014 or 2018. When Belgium did that comeback against Japan, go and watch the backstage story. How they were praising Lukaku because Lukaku was the leader in that team. It was Lukaku that was giving them the ginger. I was telling them we can do it. Lukaku. It was Lukaku that was giving them the ginger. So you don't see some of these players, but the team, they know that without this player we cannot function. They know. In 2018, Kylian Mbappe, but we also had these players. And then in 2022, look at Argentina. Play as a team. Yes, we have Messi, but play for him.
True. All of them played for him. All of them.
Look at this Portuguese team now. These ones. You think they can play as a team? These ones. It's not funny.
No, but for me against Spain, when I was watching that, especially that Spanish that game against Spain, I was annoyed. Not because I wanted Portugal to win. When I was talking on another platform, I said one of the pretenders of the competition of this tournament is Portugal. They are pretenders. I don't think there is cohesiveness in that team, and their coach is suspect. I don't think that coach has what it takes to read the game and make substitution that will change the game. I said, but when I was watching the game, Ronaldo, we have the opportunity to run forward, but nobody to support him. Ronaldo will be left alone with four defenders. How does he survive? He's 41 for heaven's sakes. He's 41.
You know what? Please look. Just watch this Portuguese side. How in heaven's name do you have? Look at when Argentina won the World Cup in 2022. When Argentina won the World Cup in 2022, do you know what people were saying? They said, "Thank God for the likes of McAllister, for the likes of Enzo Fernandez, young players who wanted to." It's not in the 2014 where you have Higuain missing chances, Ezekiel Lavezzi, Kun Aguero. You don't have those type of players. Just what I'm saying. Normally, we before Messi won the World Cup, we used to compare Argentina and Portugal and said, "Oh, Argentina has more players than Portugal." If you look at the quality of Argentine players, they are better than the quality of Portuguese players. Is it the same thing now?
No.
Tell me that Brazil, that Argentine midfield That Argentine midfield, you will normally pick that Argentine midfield over the Portuguese midfield. Is that what you want to tell me?
Definitely not. The Portugal has the best three midfielders in the world.
We complain that Portugal did not have the players. Now you have the players. You cannot lie against the players again. You have the players. You cannot say, oh, it's the players that we don't have. You have the players now. Mr. Mewa, Bruno Fernandes is the best player in EPL. Abi, that's what Manchester fans wanted us to know. That's what
Manchester fans wanted us to believe. That's what
they wanted us to believe. Bruno Fernandes, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, Bruno Fernandes had 1 assist in this World Cup. 1.
Yes, that's true.
Ronaldo. Saka, Bukayo Saka, I don't think he's 50% fit in this tournament.
No,
Bukayo Saka has a total of 3 assists.
True.
The person that you used to compare Bruno Fernandes to, Odegaard has 3. He has lifted his team to quarterfinals. First time in 28 years. Blame Ronaldo all you want. That's fine. But call out these players.
True.
You should be. Mr. Mayo, this is the question I want to ask. When Ruben Amorim was coach of Manchester United, who was the standard player in Manchester United?
What's the Fernandes? Bruno Fernandes was a standard player.
That's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying. Yes, Roberto Martinez has his fair share. No problem. I'm going to give that to him. But these players themselves, these players.
I mean, the game against Spain, I was watching that game and I was annoyed for Ronaldo. I was annoyed for every other player. I was really, really annoyed for them because, I mean, players are supposed to raise their game to ensure that, you know, they do something for that. These 3 guys, they are supposed to be the best in the world, and they are not raising their game. The game was boring as AF. It was boring. And you're supposed to be the best 3 midfielders in the world. Yeah.
You see when we talk about these things here, is the level of expectation that we had for this Portuguese side. And that level of expectation is not wrong for us to have had it. It was not wrong for us to have had it. It was very, very right for us to have had that level of expectation, because you cannot tell me that you have the best midfielders in the world and you don't expect something from me. Now, after that first match, we had the likes of Renato Vega, Ruben Diaz, and I'm like, this Renato Vega that people put in the defense, are you sure? Do you know that Renato Vega has done better for Portugal in this tournament, or he did better for Portugal in this tournament than those silly players in the midfield?
That's true.
He did way better. And I was even concerned about him. But he proved me wrong. The level of, are you saying that we are wrong to have expected so much more from a back-to-back Champions League winner? Do you know what it means to be the best player in the EPL, one of the toughest leagues in the world, if not the toughest? Do you know what it means to be the best player in that league? Are you saying that our expectations, we cannot expect more from you? Under Amorim, that was even like maybe the coach that was nowhere near. You played well. You were still trying as much as to feed your players. Why didn't you do the same thing in this Portuguese team?
True.
Which match can we point to that Bruno Fernandes stood up and said, I will carry this match on my head and I will make sure that everything works? Which match?
None.
And again, as I said, I don't want to mention, we've talked so much about Bruno Fernandes, but there's João Neves, there's Vitinha, there's Bernardo Silva. Mr. Mayo, Bernardo Silva got the ball in the 92nd and the 93rd minute. This brother was passing to the back.
But remember, he was benched. He was benched after the first game for a reason. It was not the Bernardo Silva that we know.
But you came on, Mr. Mayo. Did Mikel Merino not come on in that match?
Yeah, he did.
How many matches did Mikel Merino start? What are we saying?
Well,
you came on. Mr. Mayo, Switzerland had the second game. Yes, I think it was the second game. Manzani. This boy came on and won the match for Switzerland. So what are we talking about? That's true. Are meant to come on and change games. Bernardo Silva got the ball in the 93rd minute.
I was passing back.
1-0 down. You are passing to the back. You see that particular thing? I really was so angry. I was so angry. 93rd minute, the ball should be in the opponent box. You are passing to the back. How do you people play football? How? And you know the funny thing is nobody's talking about him. Nobody's talking. That's how they will just shift the goalpost. They will shift. He's always Ronaldo. He's always Ronaldo. He's always Ronaldo. He's always. Come on. I'm just the reason why I am this
Annoyed.
because it's because the expectations that we had of this player, they did not live up to it. It's making us feel like it's making me feel like, was I wrong to have expected much more from these guys?
No, I mean, to be honest with you, I think myself, I was disappointed with the kind of performance that he
Disappointed.
put in as a player. I mean, you would expect somebody with two back-to-back Champions League, best assist, best player in the EPL under a coach that was not it, to have raised their game to be much more better. Now, since Ronaldo is gone now, post Ronaldo now, what do you think is next? Yes, Roberto Martinez has announced his exit. What do you think is next?
Exactly.
What do you think is next for Portugal? What do you think is next for them? How do you think they can go from here?
Let me quickly say something.
Yes.
Why is nobody mentioning Nuno Mendes? Nobody is mentioning Nuno Mendes because he did exactly what he was expected to do.
Well, that's true.
I mean, up until the injury, he shot
Injury,
out Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, he did.
He did exactly. He was going forward. He was coming back to defend. He was going forward. That's exactly what he was expected to do. Nobody is talking about him. Why is nobody talking about him? Because he did exactly. If you do what you are expected to do, nobody will complain now. Don't we watch the football? Nobody will complain. Now, post Ronaldo. Now, the funny thing about post Ronaldo is that I've actually seen some matches where Ronaldo did not play or Ronaldo did not, was substituted, and then this Portuguese team, they looked like they could play well and all of that, right? But to be honest, post Ronaldo, I will not be exactly watching Portugal. I'm being honest right now. I won't exactly watch Portugal. It's the same way I did not exactly watch Madrid or Juventus when Ronaldo left, right? That's how much of an influence that he has, right? But post Ronaldo, right? If Portugal would have to actually come back to winning anything, the players need to step up. The players need to step up. The quality of players that they have now is way better than they have had in the last 12 years. Way better. In terms of the trophies that these players have won, in terms of the level at which they play right now, way better. The last set of players that maybe the Portuguese team had something was the 2006 when they got to the semi-final. You could mention Figo, Deco, you mention all those players like that. Just what I'm saying. But in 2010, in 2014, yes, they had the names. They had the names, no doubt about that. But in terms of the level at which they were playing, they are nowhere near this particular set of players. They are nowhere near this particular set of players. And if this particular set of players cannot step up in their prime, there's a problem. Now they have Yogi Jesus. I think it's Yogi Jesus that's going to be their next coach. It was the one with Al Nasser that won the. I want to pulling with Al Nasser, right?
Title pulling,
yeah. And left to me, I don't think this is exactly post Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo might still want to continue until the Euros. I think so, and I think so because yes, I think so because even if he does not what's it called now? Even if he does not what's it called now? He does not play as much as much as he would normally would. I think that he would still be in the team, right? And maybe now retire on a high. And what type of high am I talking about? Get into the finals of the Euros, for instance. That's the high, right? That's the high. Or I don't know. But I just think that judging from the type of person that I've seen Ronaldo to be, over the years, I think that if he ever wants to retire, he would want to retire doing it, winning something again with this particular with this particular Portuguese side. And I think that if he had won the World Cup this year, he probably would have retired with the national team. Maybe not retire from, yes, yes, if he had won it. Because now it means that he has surpassed everything, that he has conquered everything. And you can tell for a fact that he's a very, very passionate person. He's he loves Portugal. He loves Portugal. You see, right from 2006 down to now, you can tell that this man gives his all for Portugal. That's the difference between Ronaldo and these players that we have in this team. A 41-year-old player. Do you know what it means to be 41 and still play 90 minutes?
Yeah, true.
90 minutes, 41.
True.
Look at the
True.
John tournament. It is somebody that we still give. If Ronaldo had his way, he will play the next World Cup.
True. But I mean, it's
If he
45.
has
Nobody will want him there.
I don't want him. I don't want him. Although, if I now have a premonition that Portugal can win the World Cup, they will win the World Cup. Be there. Even if you are substitute on the bench, be there.
Okay. Now, as we round up, one word from you. France, Morocco, who wins it? Norway, England, who wins that game?
France, Morocco. I'll give it to France. I'll give it to France because yes, Morocco will play them toe to toe. Morocco has that quality. Do you understand? But if you notice what we see or what I've seen, what has gone on in these matches, these teams, France, England, they just have the quality to see matches to the end. Like it's like they know that yes, this match will be tough, but no, anybody that comes on still has that quality to deliver for you till the very end. And I think that mindset of being able to deliver to the very end is the reason why France will get this one. Apart from the fact that they obviously have the best strikers. Now, Mr. Maiwa, look at. Sorry for bringing up Portugal again. So sorry. But look at this now. France has the best attack in this World Cup. We can say that Portugal has the best midfielders in this World Cup. Please, are we complaining about France's attack?
No.
No, because they are doing what is expected of them. It don't make us look like we don't know what we are saying. They are doing what's expected of them. Kylian Mbappe is on 7 goals. Dembele is on 4 goals. Olise 5 assists. They are doing exactly what's expected of them. Desiree Douye comes on, he scores. Bakola comes on, he scores. They are doing exactly what's expected of them. But you, best midfield in the world, you cannot even create chances to score. You are there, you are doing. Anyways, France. I'll give France to defeat Morocco. England, Norway. I want Norway to progress. And I want Norway to progress because
Arsenal bias.
Yeah, I have 3 England players, Arsenal players in England.
Oh, okay.
England, and Morgan Rogers is probably going to join. So I want Norway to progress. I like the fact that they have stepped up. They have played one of the finest footballs in terms of defeating Brazil. Just being able to see it through and all of that. That rowing celebration, beautiful. But then again, I think I'll give this to England. I just think that England has the mindset to be able to. Now, here's the thing: when a team has been there before, it's easier for them to replicate it, right? This is an England side. Yeah, this is an England side that even in the last Euros they kept coming back, and even in this World Cup too, they've shown it. I mean, look at the match against Mexico, being able to keep up with that particular result at the Azteca, a very, very difficult place to play in. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I believe that England has the mindset to be able to get this match to the end. And they also have the quality of players on the bench. The players that can come on to also do the damage. I can't say same for Norway. If the first 11 of Norway does not get the job done early enough against England, then it may be very, very difficult for Norway to progress. If Norway progresses, I'm fine. If England progresses, I'm fine. So it's good for me. It's a win-win situation for me.
Okay. Thank you so much, Solomon. I mean, we've had almost 2 hours to talk about this. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing maybe by Friday we will know who is in the semi-final. But as it is now, I think I know you said you'll be watching Messi. Let's hope that Susan will be able to get Messi out, but if it does not, then maybe we might be looking at Messi in the final. Thank you so much. It's always amazing having you around.
Thank you very
It's always a pleasure
much.
talking to you. Thank you so much, Solomon. Have a wonderful day ahead of you. Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
day.
you. Thank you. Thank you.